Hello and welcome back to the channel. We have some awesome news that we are going to react to. Everyone's talking about it. Dave Filoni, we all know him. We all love him. He has been officially announced as executive creative director of Lucasfilm. So we're going to dive into this. We're going to figure out what it means, what it could mean for the future, and just break down that news right here on the Dyad Reacts.
So this is very interesting news, and it's funny to me that a lot of people are now talking about it because Filoni has been the executive creative director of Lucasfilm since the last summer, and it has played out in the fact that he is overseeing so many new projects for Lucasfilm. Now, it's just now that it's on the website under leadership for executive creative director. And his credits for all of the shows that he's overseeing has just been executive producer. But in fact, he has been this role since last summer, and it shows. We have so much content coming from him. We have The Mandalorian, we have Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, and then The Bad Batch. Everything arises from Dave Filoni.
And I believe he's part of Book of Boba Fett as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's encouraging news. You know, it's nice to hear and get this in the forefront. But you're right. I mean, he's absolutely had his finger on the pulse for a long time. One thing though that I did want to make sure that react to is because I've been seeing a lot of channels, you know, report on this, and if you follow the original story, basically like you said, the report is on an update to the website, but a lot of people are asking the next question: what does this mean for Kathleen Kennedy? Is this a slow move to get Dave Filoni up to the top? What do you think?
I can see the videos, the thumbnails now. Kathleen Kennedy is in trouble. Dave Filoni is coming for her number, or Dave Filoni has her number. I just want to say before, or I don't even know if we're going to get this out before that stuff happens. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's like rushing to make those videos. But at least for us, for our sake, that's not the case. Kathleen Kennedy is the one
She
who promoted him. And it only shows that she trusts him and has complete confidence in his ability to oversee all future projects under Lucasfilm. And this is the position he needs to be in. Because we've made the argument before. No, we don't want him being president. We don't want him behind the desk. We want him creating.
Don't want him pushing papers. I don't want him managing budgets. I want him telling stories and deciding what stories should be told. But yeah, I mean, like you're saying, you know, Kathleen Kennedy is the one who promoted him, and we could kind of see this in the works for a while now, especially considering how, you know, she was the one that had him go out with Rian Johnson on The Last Jedi and be on set to get experience with the live action storytelling. You know, it seems like it's been a work in progress for a long time. But yeah, I'm excited.
It's definitely a natural progression for him. I mean, he has delivered on so many fronts in terms of like The Mandalorian and then the upcoming projects. But with the Clone Wars and Rebels, maybe a slight miss with Resistance, but that's probably just because, you know, I don't know, fan backlash. They didn't really want to give it a shot. But
I know too many people that have not actually given it a shot. Now, it's not my favorite, but I will say I waited till it all came out to start watching it. I watched the second season of Resistance in one sitting because it was that good. So it does get pretty good.
It gets better after episode 6. And I think that's like the consensus from a lot of fans who give it a shot. Because I feel like it takes 6 episodes for them to kind of find their footing as to what they want to be, what kind of show they want to be. And as soon as they start like moving away from that like location and start going off into the galaxy, and it becomes Star Wars again instead of like the adventures of this outpost, it becomes a great show. But this isn't reacts to Resistance. Yeah. This is, this can only be a good thing, because now with Kathleen Kennedy greenlighting projects and Dave Filoni being in charge of those projects, we can at least be sure that creatively, storytelling-wise, narratively, and lore-wise, they will all make sense in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they have the story group, but Filoni...
And also, let's not forget that Dave Filoni is not the only executive creative director. They have Doug Chang is another one, and there's one more, and I can't remember his name.
I can't either. I mean, all eyes are on Dave Filoni.
Pretty much.
But
for a good reason.
But this is good news, not in the fact that he's overseeing the projects, but he's able to tailor the vision and the direction they want to go in future projects. So even though Kathleen Kennedy is ultimately in charge of greenlighting projects and, ultimately finding the budget and funding for those projects, if he is the one, if the projects are coming from him, and he is like, he's got his finger on the pulse working with George Lucas in the past, and he is like the heir apparent to George Lucas, then we know that the future projects coming and the narrative that they're going to chase, like with the High Republic and future projects, maybe with like an Old Republic, we can be certain that he's going to do a great job with it and make sure that it is at least the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting stuff going forward. Like you said, it is, he kind of has been in the position, and that shows with, all the projects that Kathleen Kennedy has greenlit for him and Jon Favreau to be involved in. But I don't know. It is just it's a show of good faith. I think it's good publicity. I think that going forward, this also means that people are going to be more open to new projects that are coming out.
Yeah.
There's been this weird thought that I don't know, she was writing all of the projects, or something. I don't know, but. To have Filoni officially in that role, it's going to instill confidence. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to, is just to hear more positive buzz around the community and among upcoming projects.
Yeah, and the only thing we have to brace ourselves for is how that side of the community is going to take this news and kind of spin it in a way where Lucasfilm is still having a civil war. I don't know what you have to do to spin Kathleen Kennedy, the one to promote him, but also having a civil war with him and Favreau. I don't know. They're going to have to jump through lots of hoops, but just, you've heard it here. If you're watching this video, we can't prove there isn't division at Lucasfilm, but we can at least prove that Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni they have confidence in each other and they trust each other, and Kathleen Kennedy trusts Filoni enough to promote him to this position.
Yeah, always make sure you do stretches before your mental gymnastics. That's how I feel about it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a short episode of Dyad Reacts. Just wanted to get out there and talk about this while it is in the news. Happy to hear it. We're all on board. It's we always say it, but it's the best time to be a Star Wars fan.
Absolutely. And of course, if you enjoy our reactions, you got to leave a like and you got to subscribe if you're new to both of our channels, because that lets us know that you enjoy the content we're putting out. Hit the bell notification so you know when we post new videos. But that's the end of this reaction. On to the next one.
For light and for life.
We are all the Republic.
And may the Force be with you.